Hi there, and welcome to a jamming edition of Wake Up and Live with the Arts. I'm Sue Johnson, one of your hosts for this evening, along with our host and sponsor,
Iverson Traylor.
Yes, from the Greenmont Party Center. And we are partying tonight. Man, do we have a group here tonight called Renegade that off camera they've been doing sound check.
You know, I heard they were great, and I heard them practicing up there. I just can't wait.
We can't wait till we interview them. Dan and Tom, their manager and their lead guy.
But I want to hear them play.
Oh, we're gonna play. We're gonna get down with it. Right. Yeah. And then we also have this evening a special guest for us. His name is Kevin Crow. He's from the Shaker Heights Community Department, which is responsible for a lot of the community service programs that are going on in Shaker Heights, and we are part of it because we are going to be performing at the Stephanie Tubbs Jones Center, Community Center on April 21st.
Well, we got a great show today.
Yeah, we do.
Well,
Man, you've got some nice stuff happening at the fabulous Greenmont Party Center. What's
on
going
the third Sunday, the third Sunday, which is the 21st, we have our all-you-can-eat buffet. We have a great jazz band here this evening.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and we were just here for the Mardi Gras on February 21st, which you had the joint jumping and jiving that day.
We had beats everywhere.
Oh yeah, and we got that up on a YouTube clip so that people really be able to see some of the fine things that go on here.
Right.
Okay, well let's not take up any more of our guest time this evening, and want to thank you again for hosting us.
Thank you and welcome.
Thank you. So now let's meet James McGilvray and Gary Webster, our co-hosts. We're going to chat with Kevin Crow for a few minutes and find out what's cooking with him.
Very good.
Okay.
All right. And welcome to Wake Up and Live with the Arts. I'm James McGilvray, and along with co-host Gary Webster, you all know him. He's always here with us, and we're together here with just an exciting evening. But right next to me is a fellow by the name of Tom Collins, and he is the lead singer of the group Renegade. And we're real excited. Daniel is his manager, and we've made sure that he's along. And we're going to talk about exactly what's going on with Renegade. And just kind of give you a little bit of a background of this group that you've probably seen and said, well, you know, where can I see them again? So, Tom, it's real nice to have you on the show.
Thank you for inviting us.
And Daniel, so good to have you as well.
Thank you, sir.
How long has Renegade been together as a band?
Well, we started Renegade back in the 80s, and we've developed a whole different group of guys, but Jim Willis, the bass player, has been with me through the 80s, and we picked up our drummer about 3 years ago, and this Renegade now has been together about 6 to 7 years.
Okay.
And we've done quite a few gigs. We've been trying to get our CD pushed, and we've had quite a bit of luck with the Victorian Child CD. It's just,
and I'll hold that up so that people can see it. What he's talking about here, there's a CD called Victorian Child, and the music is wonderful. You're going to hear them play that as well on this show here. And we'll give you more information about how you might obtain a copy of it as well. But
after you hear it, you will want a copy of it, because we were fortunate enough to hear them play it off screen, so to speak, and it's a beautiful song. You'll be hearing a lot of this.
Absolutely. And so the group has been together for a number of years now, and you've had some real critical success. In fact, something real major happened last year. Daniel, maybe you can tell us a little bit about what happened with the Rib Fest downtown.
Yes, we played at the Rib Cook-Off. Rebecca invited us down there to play at it. We wound up being
Rebecca's with Live Nation.
Live Nation, yes.
Okay.
Yes, she invited us last year to play down there. We came second in the Rib Cook-Off burn-off contest. You know.
Actually, it was the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame contest. And through the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame contest, Rebecca from Live Nation Entertainment got a hold of us to jam down at the Rib Cook-Off.
Now, was this a competition?
Here's this sample. They are going to want to see you live. Where can they do that in the near future?
Well, they can check the MySpace out. We have a MySpace on the computer. I'm not much of a computer guy, but the guys in the band got the thing going. It's a MySpace. Kevin and Sherry have it going for us.
It's Renegade 507, I believe.
Right. Yeah. It's MySpace/Renegade 507.
We'll make sure to put that on the screen so that people can go. It's a great website, and you can actually go there and listen to some of the songs. I've gone on and listened to all of them, and it's a great time. Before we send you up to do some performing and get some information about upcoming gigs, I do want to learn just a little bit more about your band members. Could you give us the name of each of the people in your band? Tell us what instruments they usually play, although they play a variety of instruments, and a little bit about how they became involved.
Well, Jimmy Willis from Brunswick, he's been with me for quite a few years. We've been together for a long time and keeping this band going. He plays bass guitar, and he's got a family and two kids out in Brunswick. And Eric Rollick just joined the band. In fact, the 507 in the band stands for May 7th when he joined the band. And he's got EBR Sound out in Avon, and he's a heck of a drummer, plays guitar, he can play keyboard, sings, does it all. So he's a great asset to the band when we got him. That was probably about 2 to 3 years ago. And then we've got Chris Bucci that just joined the band. And we've had a problem with that one guitar spot. We've had guys coming and going all the time, but this kid's really smooth, he's really good, and I'm really happy he's sticking with us so we can start building and getting something going here. Ray Tyholski, he's about 6'10". And man, when he gets into jamming, he does all those leads. I mean, you hear them Skynyrd leads, they sound just like Alan Collins when he was playing for Skynyrd. And he's another fellow lives out in Brunswick. I'm from Brunswick, and it's kind of when you have a band together, it's kind of like a family, and you got to have that loyalty. And if you have guys that want to come into the band and want to go out and jam in another band, you don't get their dedication all the way. So that's why we've had problems with that one guitar spot. Gotcha. Everybody in our band is pretty loyal, and we stick together, and it's like a family. And that's why I hope Chris can stay with us. Chris has been jamming many years on guitar. Very good.
Well, we're going to have to wrap up shortly, but there is one last thing that I do want the audience to know about you. You're involved in pet rescue.
Oh, yeah.
Will you tell us a little bit about that?
Many years I've been doing pet rescue. I had a store out in Brunswick for a long time, rescuing a lot of animals. And 3-4 years ago, I moved to the Westfield South Park Mall in Strongsville. And in fact, my buddy Mike was jamming with us on one of the songs tonight, Victorian Child. He's picked up the guitar and he's starting to have some fun with us a little bit. But I've been rescuing a lot of dogs. Medina Animal Shelter brings dogs down to me, which is really nice. I mean, it's really nice of them to do that. Instead of having them have to put to sleep, they bring them down to the shop. And I move more dogs at Westfield, the rescue dogs, than I ever did in Brunswick, because the traffic flow and the people, they're real sincere at Westfield, And there's a lot of little small puppies. I got a lot of little exotic animals, and it's kind of a nice little store.
Well, and the reason that I wanted to mention that, obviously they're all terrific musicians, but sometimes it's nice to know that you also have terrific people behind the instruments. And so with that, the last thing I want to ask is about upcoming gigs. When are you going to be performing next?
We're going to be Saturday out at Hammers on Marks Road, just a little north of 303. They've got great food. It's a big, huge barn that was converted into a restaurant, and Kevin and Karen own it now, and they're really good people. And we usually pack them in when we're playing out there. A lot of places. We play Rivals in Middleburg Heights train station, and play in Brunswick. We play Manzo's. We've got every 6 weeks we kind of get into certain clubs that we play, and it's really nice. We've had a pretty good crowd every time we play out.
And of course, you'll be able to go onto their website. We'll put that information on the screen for you so that you can go on the website and see their upcoming gigs, follow and see what they're doing. And I'm just so excited to have them here. I don't want to wait any longer to hear music from this group. Listen, it's just been wonderful having you on the show.
James, thank you so much.
We want to see you rock and roll.
Thank you very much.
This is Tom Collins from Renegade, and we hope you enjoy the music.